Howdy everybody, it's Blank again, and I'm back with HopDodge after 4 months. Haha. um, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna be recording commentary and stuff, because I'll probably replace some of the sound in post. Alright, make a mental note for replace sound in post. Do not just upload this is gonna be a trailer. So we start with running the game, and I'll show you guys what's what. So let's see, what's changed since the last video? Well, a lot. I mean, technically, the last video showed off the camera movement, but now I can show it off here and just show you guys like what it looks like when you have the camera movement. Yeah, it's really neat. So, what else is there? The game runs better now than it did before. Let's see, Story 2 has a level that is pretty slow. You'll see it takes a little second to load up here, but after it loads, there you go. 60 FPS solid. So it takes around like 10 seconds to load this level into the VRAM, or just the RAM that's being used for video memory, because I'm batching it. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward level. I just sort of left it in the main campaign so that I could show off the like ability to use a lot of blocks. But after making some updates and having it so that like there was more stuff in the room, things started to be more laggy. And I believe the game still kind of lags if you load the new one. This one has a couple thousand more blocks. It'll take a second to load. Yeah, it's 13,786 blocks. It'll take a second. And there's also a cannon hitting glass to simulate extra lag. But after this loads, it'll stop being laggy. And we're getting 45 FPS now, which is not 60, which means that it's not the best, and there is no cannon. So it's just that this is just a laggy level. Why is it laggy? I still don't know. Maybe it's because the number of blocks is so high that just the collision is expensive, which makes sense that the collision would be expensive, as it's O of n entities. So, you know, 13,000 blocks takes around a millisecond to check every single block. To check each block, I mean. And so that's 13,000 milliseconds. I mean, it probably doesn't take a full millisecond, if I'm being honest. It probably takes like 100 in a millisecond. So we'll divide that by 100. So it's 1,000 milliseconds to check every block for collision. In fact, even if it was a millionth, it would still be enough to cause lag in the frame time. You really do have to be optimal. So, yeah, I guess like my next step, kind of optimize those collisions. I guess I shouldn't show this off if it's bad. I got some other funny levels. I got Among Us. Oh, and we got new music. Right, like 3 new tracks, or 4 or 5 since the last time I made a video. It's Among Us. I'm killing all the imposters. I mean, I am the imposter. I'm killing all the friendlies. Then the top opens up, and we're free. What else is there? There's Mario 1-1. Da 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 da. Done. Ah! You know what? It's hard to do the themes when there's music, so I'm just going to turn the music off. Yeah, look, I can do the settings here now. Isn't that nice? But, yeah, this wolf was getting me, but now I know how to beat it. I jump over it. can go through these pipes because jumping over them is kind of hard. The blocks are pretty tall, right? As you can see. And dodge is pretty short, which is something I was hoping to change. And in this level, it even has the pipes that you can go into, and you get the money. I don't have any collectibles in the game. I think collectibles are kind of silly, you know? Like, what's the point of them? They only exist in say, Mario Maker because collectibles are just, like, part of the game. But, in this game, like, there's just no need for collectibles. So I make everything into signs. I kind of encourage players to do the same. Like, just make signs and have them say silly things, you know? And, yeah. It's my flagpole. I made it out of swords, a switch, and an arrow. And it's pretty simple. But, yeah. That's Mario. I also have the Stanley Parable. I don't know if this is updated, but... Oh, it's lagging a second. I'm sorry. Yeah, now it's back to 60 FPS, which is great, because I'm pretty sure this level did not run at 60 FPS before. So, yeah, less than 10,000 objects, you're pretty much good to do everything you want. And by 10,000 objects, I don't mean 10,000 entities. Although this level has quite a few entities. Every single elevator, every sign, every like checkpoint, those are all entities in the game. I mean, like, they don't get batched into the render call, which is meaning they are entities. But yeah, it's basically Stanley Parable. This is the part where you can get back into the main path if you took the wrong, like if you took the coffee table path, or the break room path. And then this is an elevator that takes you down to the line ending. I don't have the line ending built, but this is just like the intro to it. And he's like, step on this goal, and that would take you to a version of the office where there is a line. I feel like I'm explaining a lot of this. There's a lot of signs that make jokes about it. It's like, there were no coworkers here either. Hop was worried that everyone had gone to the remade office, leaving the original in a newly unfinished feeling state. The office felt obsolete now. It was cheap. It was the prototype. No one wanted it anymore. Ultra Deluxe office now at $25 Too Much Boulevard. That may have been uncalled for, because this game is $10 too much. When Hop came to a set of 2 open doors, he chose the door on his left, the top one. Yeah, so before, you couldn't change the camera. Now this is what the room would look like. So you walk in, and it's like, when Hop came to a set of 2 open doors, he chose the door on his left. And so, you go left. Never mind this. I'm supposed to cover this with blocks. I'll get to that eventually. I feel like that's going to use up a lot, though, so I have to be kind of conservative with how much I'm covering things. Menacing PowerPoint. Yeah, and so there's the adventure line ending. There's the ending where you go through the 2 doors and the telephone. I can show that off. I'll just show you guys the broom closet first. Yay, broom closet ending, my favorite, Stanley. And so if you go this way, you basically activate the loop that takes you around, and then you end up down there on Stanley's face. And it's like supposed to be the crazy ending where he goes into the basement and runs around and realizes it's a dream or whatever. And I just sort of took the piss out of that. I was like, whatever, man. You know, that game is cool and all, but this game is making fun of that game, so it's cooler. Haha. The boss wasn't here either. He wandered around. So there is another level for this. So I have done this goal, but it won't load because we're in the editor, and that would be bad if like stepping on the goal loaded the next room. But you can see here. I can show you Stanley 2. So we'll keep that in mind, Stanley 2. I just want to show you guys. Wait. Yeah. I want to show you guys the other ending. I won't save these changes, but I just want to get over here quick and be able to change my camera. There we go. Okay, so you come over here. It's like the warehouse. If you wait right here, you'll get a platform that comes. And you have two options. You can either jump down, or you can go up here. And even if you go up here, you can still jump down. It's a little bit more forgiving. And then it says, answer the phone, Hop. She's waiting for you. So the idea here is that if you hit this switch and fall down, you'll end up in a position where you can only move to the goal, and that goal will teleport you to the ending where you're on the phone with your wife, or like you talk to your wife and she's like, "Hey Stanley, it's me, your wife," and then the narrator's like, "That's not the true story at all. You really thought you had a girlfriend? You're maidenless." And so instead, I chose to do this, where it's like a glitch basically to get the other ending. So there's that ending where you actually answer the phone, and then there's supposed to be an ending where you unplug the phone, but there is no plug on this phone. So what you do is, this is kind of cheap, but if you press up and then hold down before like you bounce off the switch, so I'll just show you like that, then you can take this box, or technically this box as well if you want to be technical about it, but you can take this box and drop it in the hole, and it'll fall slowly. And then you can also get out of the map, because this box exists too. So I could also, like, I'll just show you this too, getting out of the map. I don't think I can land on this. I can. Oh, okay, yeah, you can't get out of the map because every way you could jump doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I can jump down. You made a meaningful choice? How? You're supposed to be... Oh, you're not Hop. You're a pretender, a fraud, a fake. You've ruined everything with your damned choices. Haven't you been taught what to do with your free will? Step on this goal and I'll show you an instructional video on how to make responsible choices. Yeah, so that's not done. But I do have the part where you go through the end of the thing. I just have to show you guys one more thing. It's also this. So you come over here, and he's like, "Oh man, you can't listen to me." He went through the red door, so I go through the red door. And this was back before I had color. But so if I don't go through the red door, I'll show you guys what happens. Okay, so I hope that's similar enough to the Stanley Parable to kind of give people like a sense of what I was going for. I will show you like I feel like this is the main office with all of the endings that you can get in the main office. There's even the out the window ending. You know, see, this computer chair is actually a stair. But yeah, so this was made before I had color, so it's made with the 5 base colors: white, yellow, red, green, and purple. And it doesn't look super great. I do need to paint it, but I mean, like, what would I even paint it? Like, I would just go for beige probably, like that color, and that's not even that much better than the white. But yeah, I can also load up the HopDodge Parable 2, Stanley 2. And this one's spawning at the wrong location. I can fix that pretty easily. Let's go over here and we'll drop down this guy. Boom. And yeah, so you start here. There's not a lot of signage yet. I have an idea for what to do with the escape room. I was going to have it so that you fall down and you land on a platform and then you hit a switch. And I won't tell you exactly how it'll work, but let me show you this. Is it this one? Does he say anything? No. Okay. All the dialogue's at the end, I guess. This one was like me playing around with color and trying to make a level that kind of looked like the end of the game. As you can see, there's even an 8. Facility power. These guys should really change their direction to be whatever the camera roll is. I'll have to fix that, but I have to make it so it only happens when Hop is in control of the camera. Man, so many problems. Alright, so this is mind control off, this is mind control on. I'll show you the off ending. So you turn it off and then it lets you through. Then you go down here and you hit this switch. And the door opens up. And it's the end of the level. Wait, did these guys not update? Oh, they're there. Sorry, I got worried because sometimes it doesn't update correctly or I have to do it at a specific time. It's fine. But yeah, so let me just come up here and I'll toss this guy down here. Oh, Hop, you didn't activate the controls, did you? Oh, sheesh. I hit the sign, so it ruined the text. It's a little fast. You didn't activate the controls, did you? Hop realized all too late that the switch he just pressed was not the mind control facility override switch and was in fact the facility self-destruct. Oops. Wow, look at you go, running around pressing switches. There's no escape, Hop. That's how this game is. It's not winnable, it's art. Well, you chose wrong. The game gives you choices and you are punished for not making the one that it tells you to. You failed to pass the test. There's no secret, no exit, no reason to even touch your keyboard. Might as well sit back and read the text popping up on your screen. After all, why fight the design? It's not like you could do it yourself. Haha, imagine, Hop, you, a game designer. It's a hilarious thought. Almost there, Hop. Just a few more seconds. Yeah, all the sign text is way too fast, but again, this needs another pass. I haven't been really focusing on making Stanley Parable and HopDodge because I'm the one making HopDodge, so I have to make sure that HopDodge is capable of supporting the Stanley Parable. But yeah, so to do all the text, I use teleporters and signs and bad guys that move. So if I delete this guy, boink, then come up here, and I need to have something hit the switch. That's pretty easy. And now I can come back up here and we can watch this go. Yeah, so the orange switch is hit, and then it says you didn't activate the controls. Hits the next sign, it comes up, hits this one, goes down for a while. It's way longer than it needs to be, and then these are all way too fast. Wow, look at you go, running around pressing switches. There's no escape, Hop. That's how this game is. It's not winnable, it's art. Yeah, see, that's a little fast. I might want to give the players a little more time to read the longer sentences, but I've noticed that when I make it too long, I read it too quickly. So I don't know, maybe I'll play with having the text like pop up on screen, and then you can press escape to close it, like pop up, like pop, 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 like Animal Crossing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, Hop. And what happens is, at the end, this green switch gets hit, as well as the sign, which drops this boy, who's just a second Hop that's in the level. So we got the one that spawns over there, and this guy doesn't move. He stays here the whole time. He doesn't have a camera, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, what happens is, when you press a switch, Hop falls, and when he falls, he hits the goal, and that will supposedly load back Stanley 1. Actually, I wonder if it does that already. Yeah, Stanley 1. So that will restart the game as if nothing happened, which is how the game normally goes. And I believe this guy also takes you to Story 1. Whatever. It doesn't right now, but I'm not going to save any of the changes I made in this. Another custom level that I threw together was Jellyfish Lighthouse. I made this the day I released the Picture Perfect update, where I wanted to try making a level with a little bit more pizzazz. So like it's got lightning clouds and like different paths you can take, and the end goal is to come to this lighthouse and zip up the stairs, and you can come up here, and then you kind of see that the whole level is actually kind of a jellyfish. And you can see that there's actually another bigger thundercloud striking the earth from here. And then there's these clouds that you have to jump across. So I didn't mean to pause, but I guess I get punished for my own design there. People have been telling me, make it so pause doesn't reset. Make it so there's just a reset button. And I was like, I like having pause to reset, but you know, if you ever want to change the camera, you have to pause to change the distance, which is not exactly the best, but yeah. I could have beaten that, but I want to get onto one of the things. Uh-oh, damn it. I'm bad. So you gotta wait for these guys to just pass, and then you can go. And then, if I step here, both the bottom and the top one are safe. So you can use this to admire the view from a more central location. And if you can beat the level with a really zoomed... Ignore that. Don't worry about that. Doesn't matter. Yeah. And look, it's another bone. There's a bone in this level, but it's a cloud bone, and Dodge doesn't comment on it, so it's not a real bone. You know what I'm saying? It's an alone bone. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, so the backgrounds changes. I put this in the update notes, but I don't know who reads those. But, if I go to the top left corner at the very bottom Z value, it's a little hard to see, so why don't I just delete that. You can see we're at -15. This is the top left. So whatever block I place here is going to change the color of the map. And whatever color I paint it will change the color as well. So this is pretty cool, right? Like, I think that's a neat mechanic. There's actually a level that I made to show this off. It's called Menu Background Rainbow. And what's cool about this level is that it changes color. You see? See, it changes color. Isn't that neat? And let me show you guys what it's doing. So we've got all these enemies here. It's like a rainbow of enemies, right? Magenta, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And yeah, there's some signs that explain it. The -15 top left index. Putting an entity on this tile will change the color of the background. The chain of teleporters makes a cycle of enemies with 3 bad guys of different colors. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Bunch of 3 guys. And what they do is, if I just, I don't know what just happened. I think I just opened my button object. Alright, let me just get rid of this guy. Now if we go back down here, we can see this in action. So it's blue, then it's green, then it's yellow, then it's red. You see, because the teleporters are set up in such a way that like every color is going through and then getting teleported away. And there's no drift anymore. I forgot about this. I fixed the drift on enemies. Basically what's happening is the enemies are switching which enemy is on the top left index, and that is changing the color of the background. It's pretty straightforward. There's a bunch of signs here that explain it more. And I'll probably put this in like story 3. And when you beat story 1, I'll have it so that this is the menu background it loads. I don't know. I still have a week to finish this update, but I wanted to make a thing for 4 months to sort of show where I'm at and help me get like a grounding. But yeah, this is going to be just a long, but maybe edited video. This is a level. Oh man. Wait, is that Dodge? Yo, what's up? What's up, Dodge? We're supposed to team up? No, we can't really interact. So, yeah, I'm trying to get to this goal. Ooh, there it is. How will I ever reach it? I don't know. Huh? There's no ground. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. So now, because I'm up on top of everything, you know. And then I can go back down here. That's a level. Another level is sync test. This is the thing I was talking about that I wanted to show. So yeah, here it is. So I've got all the enemies now moving so that no matter what or how many blocks they traverse, they are always synced because they always move as a clean factor of 64. What that means is I divided the speed by 64, and then I took the remainder of that and I divided that by 64 divided by the speed. I hope that makes sense. The remainder over the actual number. So say the speed is 3. 64 divided by 3, that's 21.33333. So I did 3 over 21, and that basically generates the exact number I need to add to 3 so that every 21 frames it's moving exactly 64 pixels as opposed to moving 63, and therefore there's no drift. From the starting position to the next position to the next position to the next position, it's always on the same alignment. So I did that for all of them, and now they never drift. So I could probably compare that to some older footage where there was a sizable amount of drift, and you'll notice that just now it's not there anymore, which is nice. Kind of looks good for Garden of the Gods. Let me load that one. This might be an old one. So these guys used to drift. These guys especially used to drift. Now they all stay sort of like the same size. These guys used to drift. These two. These guys especially. I remember these drifting so often. But now that they don't, the level's a lot more beatable. It's designed so that they don't drift. And I mean, these guys didn't drift because they were all on the same alignment here. They were all on the same tile. But this guy was definitely the culprit of a lot of unbeatable states until you waited for the drift to sort of cycle through and get to the point where it was back to normal. I think that might take a long time for blocks of this speed, but whatever. But yeah, I really like this level. I made it sort of like quickly. I make a lot of the levels quickly. I don't really spend too much time level designing, but you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game that it hasn't even been done yet, but like because the level design is so crucial, there's like the whole game is designed around the level design. It's not like, oh, I'm putting a bunch of dev tools together. I'm putting the tools that like make good levels. Like look, I have moving boxes. I've got teleporters, cannons, bad guys, the ability to direct the bad guys to specific directions. I mean, look, I made a Legend of the Hidden Temple map that has like these blocks that if they hit you, you get pushed off the map. Like, that's funny. I think that's super funny. Like, look at this. Oh. I just think this is a cool, fun game. I wish more people would check it out. A lot of what I'm showing is only on the Steam version, and I mean, when I first made this, it was a web app that I was developing that I thought would be fun for like online level sharing, but I couldn't do level sharing very easily because hosting servers and doing all that means that I am obligated to keep a server running to host all the levels, and if I made that free, like the scaling would be terrible. I would be losing money on a free project. But I really did want people to share levels, so I was like, okay, I'll put it on Steam and use the workshop. Bam. I've seen a lot of workshop games on Steam, and I've yet to see a 3D platformer game that also involves like puzzle gameplay. That's a pretty big thing. I mean, you can do puzzles. I mean, I've seen this one game that is basically just the dodge part of HopDodge, and it's like a ninja that when you hit it, this is actually kind of funny that it like sends you down to the previous level whenever you fall through. Yeah, I like the idea that this game has technically infinite content. I really like the aesthetic. I like the characters. They're really simple. They're not meant to be like super complicated, but they have like just a lot of depth. I don't know. I mean, hop and dodge. What else could there be? You know, it's right there in the name. Hop dodge. So I don't know what else I could do. You know, to impress people. I just think like there's stuff that's missing from this game. Obviously, like enemies, combat. The combat's really bad. Like if I show you what the combat is, you guys will laugh. You're gonna be like, "This is the combat." Story 2, Graves. Like I've been hiding it, but it's true. Tis the combat. You just stab the wolves, and only the wolves will die. The sword is specifically designed to get rid of wolves, and I'm not even sure like what the point of it is. Like, why would I make the game in such a way that like the only reason that anything happens is to kill the wolves with a sword, right? Like I mean, the only reason that the swords or the wolf even exist is for each other. Like the wolves are just too long, too long. One longer than the regular bad guys. Like they're just a little bit longer. There's not much else you can do. Look at I made this glitchy level where they're glitching into the walls. You gotta kill all of them. And you go across, and that's the level. This is combat right now. So like, obviously, it looks kind of bad. This isn't even like the kind of combat people would want to play from a game that has sword combat. They would expect it to be like, you know, something chasing you or attacking you or shooting at you, you know? And because I've been going for like, I want to make things simple, I want to make sure things work, I want to make sure the systems are good, I've kept the systems pretty simple. But for a while I've had 20 objects, you know. We've had the hop, dodge, sword, bad guy, wolf, cannon, teleporter, sign, camera, moving platform, crate, stair, switch, arrow, water, glass, block, off block, checkpoint, and goal. That's it. That's all the game has. But I've made like a shit ton of levels. And no one else seems to care. Like, I don't even get it. Like, why does this game not make people think like, oh, I could do that? Like, it's so dead simple. Like, I don't know. I've seen Gary's Mod and Roblox and all these like maker games that make it so fucking like, they make it complicated to beat. They make it complicated to play. And this one's simple, I think. I mean, it's not the most simple. I'm on a rant right now. I don't even know. But like what is this? I forget. Squid? Oh yeah. Squid. Alright, yeah, if you press space, it flattens the level so that you can see like what layer you're on. So if I go to here and I go to like bone space, right? I want to edit this level. I'm like, how do I get to the back? There we go. And then I can just go up through the layers as if they were flat layers. And I get to see it from only the top. And if I release, I can go down. And like I can see whatever layer I'm on very easily. This is useful for things like for this, you know? I've got these enemies. I have space, I can see what layer they're on. It's a little tough to see exactly what layer you're on because the grid moves so much, or so little in this mode, but yeah, because it's flat, you don't have to worry. It's pretty great. Wow, 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 wow. I should lerp between those values. That would be funny. What else is there? Well, I could do a speedrun of the story, I guess. Phew! Haha! It'll only take me 4 minutes. Watch. Almost got the cycle. God's here. I'm not going to talk to him. He's basically telling everybody about the camera update. Yeah, you know, can change the camera in the game. Very cool, very cool. Hell. I'm so bad! Wow. Imagine losing in hell. Gosh. Oh, I thought I had it. Alright. Down. I'm bad. Why? Gosh, I'm trolling myself. I thought I could do this in 4 minutes. It's gonna take me 5. I even got bad cycle. Okay, sick. Stage. Little lag, little lag. No lag, no lag. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Holy crap, Lois. No. No! Oh, gosh. Jeez. Jeez, Rick. I wanted to do the funny secret way, and I'm gonna do it now. Normally you'd beat the hop part, right? But now, because I'm... Well, I guess I have to do it the hard way. Alright, sick. So that's the fastest way to do it, but I didn't do it the fastest way that it was possible. I only did it the way that, like, lost a lot of time over doing it the normal way. I'm also not using a controller, I'm using mouse and keyboard. You can probably hear it. But yeah, this is the entire story. We're almost there. Just gotta do a couple of dodge levels that are pretty hard. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Perfect. I'm sure this is not like looking like the best representation of the game. And if you watch this and you copy all these speedrun techniques, you might not have the most fun. But I've gotten pretty good. Yes! I don't know what just happened, but that glitch saved my run. I was like, hell yeah, don't lose time, don't lose time. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think what happened was that I was supposed to go to the platform, but it moved off me before I had the chance, but I was still flagged as moving from the platform. Who knows? You know what? I'm not going to question an awesome reality where I got to survive because of a glitch in my showcase video. What a cool, neat experience to have. Why? It's funny because I never died to those guys. But yeah, actually the 3D dudes, they will have a little bit of desync. These guys are proof of that because you see now that they're not in the exact position that they were before. Sorry, Hop, we're not going to read your sign. And this is the end of the main campaign. And that took me like 5-6 minutes. Obviously, it's not as easy if you've never played it before. So yeah, I bet that's a fun time. I'll even start the second campaign. I've turned off the music for this video. I don't know why. I genuinely don't. I forget why, but I'll turn it on the next level and we'll listen to some of the tunes because they're actually, some of them are quite bangers. Oh look, you can walk on the background. Neat. All right, let me turn on the sound real quick. Oh, what a great song to start with. I always forget that the cyanide is useful. If you like this one, you're gonna have to play the game. Something happened with the crates. I'm not exactly sure. We don't need to talk about it. Is this level not beatable now? What? What's going on? Ah! What? Why did I get pushed? Why did I get pushed? I got pushed. Yeah, so this is a test build, don't worry. Consistent. Why is it doing this? I've never seen it. To truly understand how difficult it is to actually platform on this, one has to play the game. But I'm glad that I get to showcase a fucking broken version. I can go to the main version on Steam and that one will work, but I just don't understand why this version's being a... Dude. I'm going insane! How am I supposed to beat this level sucks, by the way. It's literally like super easy when it does. It's kind of funny. I did this before, but like forward back jump on that level that we just played stage. And I keep thinking it's gotta be possible, right? Like, because I can see the path. There's literally a path to get there. I have to do moving platforming, which is always fun. I really thought I had it that time, to be honest. push? What is pushing me? I don't understand. Something's going on with these crates, and I'm about to find out what's going on. Is it these guys? These guys too slow? This really should not have any effect. Absolutely zero effect, but I'll change all of them if I need to. Is it on the moving platform? In which case, that's no good. Other.z equals z plus 1. I'll try it again and see if that helps. Oh, it's story 2. Interesting. Not at all. I do not understand what's happening. Why would it be acting weird? Is it this? Is this the thing? That I changed the speeds? I really don't know what changed. I'm getting pushed by these crates in really weird ways. Is that Dodge? Am I still recording? It's 50 minutes of just garbage, bro. Literal garbage. Stop recording. Yeah. I need the one that is for ground. Okay, that should help. And then the crates. I don't know, man. I am actually struggling to find the reason that this is happening. Never mind, I thought it might have been depth related, but at these depths you're not going to see any sort of relation to the moving platforms. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Who would have thought that the extra block made such a difference? Okay, for some reason, he's sliding though. I think I have a level to test this. Little course. Now we can even just go quick. Yeah, I'm not getting my motion. Wait, it shouldn't be H speed, it should be V speed. Or maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe it should just be 10. Maybe I had it wrong all along. Like a 5. We can try again with 5. I think what this does is it means that I go checking 5 below myself. So as long as I'm standing on it, I'm fine. Done this like 4 times now, I haven't gotten any faster. This is the level. So what I was trying to do earlier, kind of impossible. But I give you way too much time on this level because I don't want people to play story 2 first to feel like they can't beat it. This is kind of a fairly early one. There we go. Alright, and then what else was there? Oh wait, we're not even in play mode anymore. Well, yeah, that's about an hour of HopDodge for 4 months. What other song? I can show you the songs. Let me, Oh, Easy Street. I forgot. I changed some levels. Easy Street. This is a new level. I've been meaning to show it off. So, yeah. Go this way. Oh, this is Easy Street. And there's a guy over here who's like, hey, I'm trying to stop drowning in the pool. But we at the same time. Can you throw me in garbage just so I can be safe? No problem. Just continue to drown myself. Saying that I am, unlike the yellow sign next to me, I'm not a pile of money. What is that sign? Interesting building. Well, we might as well just go check out what's up here. Alright, so... If you get up here, you can say... Probably make that the camera. So I can add a camera. I'm so bad. I actually did not expect that to be such a hard game. Yeah, after the second one, you're always usually safe. But I don't want to go into the goal yet. I want to explore something. So this is a cool little nifty secret I put up in here. So over here, if you look up, there's a hole. There's a hole. I'm still going the wrong way. And then if you go over here, you get into this house. And then it's a little platform. Switch, and boom, you're out. Fantastic. And just make sure you re-get this checkpoint. I should just put a checkpoint here. This should be possible. I want to try it. Ouch. I've had it so that like the wolves turn and their tail hits you every single time. Like right here, on a safe spot. It's just so funny to me that I've never considered changing their hitbox or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. It's just it was like a silly thought, I guess. Am I still in the editor mode? My gosh, I am so dumb. Oh well. What does this load? This loads Hop's Wild Ride. Okay, this level is actually kind of funny. So, not this one. Load. Story 2. It's Hop's Wild Ride, not Bones. If you're reading this, then you need to reset. Just pause and unpause. Whoa, that's fast. Oh, I see. So you walk on top of the enemies. I'm saying this like I'm let's playing this game that I haven't played before, when in reality I'm literally I'm literally the guy who made the entire level. Feels weird, man. Anyways, go up here and you can hit this goal. There's actually another goal if you stay on it for a while, like all the way over here, just in case, I guess. But yeah, this is a level that I made, and it's okay. It's pretty short, but it's very hard. Like you can imagine, like you fall. Okay, that's annoying. You have to go off to the right. You get hit by that. Ouch. You learn the alignments, and then you make it through. But at any point you could get hit. And this is sort of like a concept. Like, look at how short the actual level is. Like, this is all the stuff. I could have gone way slower and done a way better job like balancing this level, but I'm not very good at level design. That's why I made a game where people can level design for me, so they can make the good levels. It's such a dumb idea, man. I have a contest later this week for a $25 Amazon gift card. And if no one enters, if no one actually makes an entry, and I end up like not having a person to give it to, my friend is going to buy the game, and then he's going to make a level with a single block. Just a single block floating in nothing. And he's going to win. And he's going to get $25 on Amazon when the game is $10. So I don't know if anybody wants to beat that. They can pretty easily by downloading this and just like drawing whatever they think is a level. Like, even this could be a level. You just put like a little bunny rabbit in the middle of it. Oh, I hit the goal. That's better than one block. Okay, so just realize like the standard you're competing against here, and also realize, hey, you might make some money. Also, please try to ignore the way that the goals react to when you break them. It's not important, you know. I'm trying to think of what else to show, but I guess that's everything that I've done in 4 months. Everything I've done in just 4 months. It feels so bad. How could it have happened like that? It's not fair. I'm scared. No one cares. Oh, hey, there's this heart thing. Hey there, welcome to my world. Please remember to like and subscribe. Press right to subscribe. Hey, I noticed that you pressed right to subscribe before I can tell you to press left to like. Do that now if you would be so kind. Wow, you did it! Thanks! You're welcome. I'm always there to help out a fellow person. But yeah, this is a really fun little like animation. I really like that. And it's so easy. Like, all you need to do is put your hop and a camera object with your correct like camera view for whatever animation you're trying to show, and then a teleporter to the right. And then you have a sign that they can read by pressing up, and then a teleporter to the right. It's pretty good. And you can keep going forever, because like each teleporter can just basically go to another one or wherever you want it. And you can put a goal down wherever you want to end. But yeah, basically like this is pretty good for a thing. And then like here's another example. You can just drop things. Are you ready? Are you ready? So yeah, I mean, it's not the best animation. I'm not exactly a genius when it comes to like making visual arts, but I think it looks cool to have like this. And then it loads up HopDodge, trailer, menu background. This is what it loads. Uh, I think that's practically every level. There might be some stuff I haven't shown off yet. Um, but like I probably should off like 30 to 40%, or yeah, 80 to 90%. I don't know why I said 30 to 40. Probably like maybe the final thing. Got the camera dungeon, Garden of the Gods, Easy Street. Scary man. Uh-oh, they're scary. Diorama. That's nice. It's a prison. Well, if I could be out of there really quickly. Kind of hear waterfall. Ouch. I also wonder what makes the future holes dodge. Me too. So yeah, I guess that's the update showcase. Did I edit it? I'm guessing I didn't. It was an hour and 10 minutes. And there was even a part where I fixed the code. And I didn't even have to fix or change much. I just like changed how much the box lerped. And here's what boggles my mind, guys. What absolutely fries my brain is that I don't use this code for collisions. This this up here, this drawing, this is the only thing that changed for the crate. Everything else was normal. Like everything else pretty much untouched. But for some reason, making this value into 0.5 instead of 0.3, I can directly compare. I can directly compare the lerp of the z and the lerp of the x and the y. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Um, How? How does this How? How? Underscore X and underscore Y are not used for the collision! It does not make sense! Does it? Does it make sense? I just don't know. I don't understand. But why? How? How does it do this? I just to show, like, for all of my friends who are going to look at this and be like, well, maybe you did something wrong. Okay, the crate inst is here. I'm using the Y and the X. I'm using only the Y and the X in this collision thing, which might not be the right thing to do. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it because this is the most absolutely heinous example of a glitch I've ever seen. It actually still makes me upset. It'll probably make me upset for a long time until I figure out what happened. And once I do, I'm gonna complain to management about it. I'm gonna tell them, hey management, and I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, hey, I'm quitting, and they'll be like, what? You can't quit. You're our entire operation. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't work here anymore. And I'll be like, but if you don't work here anymore, I don't work here anymore. And then I'll be like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. We're the same person. And then I'll be like, don't you dare point out the point of this joke. And then the other guy will be like, I'm gonna let you be yourself with yourself, okay? Bye. Was I testing Hop's bones? Ugh. See, this isn't allowed to. It's only this value. It's only this value. And I'll tell you why it's only this value. Because it takes a certain number of frames for the Z to catch up with the Z. And that's not important for collision, obviously. Collision doesn't really matter. But what it is important is for gravity. So before, on point 3, you guys saw it when it was falling. Now look at how fast it is. It's way faster. And if I put a Hop on top, he'll be like, ah. I really like these as falling platforms, TBH. But yeah, so the point was that this sucked, because it wasn't even like something that I didn't account for. It was just that like I set the gravity to be based around the Z, so it's like if the underscore Z equals Z, then you move. So it's like the Z of the box is directly correlated to the integer of the layer. It's not like it's going between the layers slowly, but you'll even see when I put down the box, right? The box goes like, it falls a little bit, and it falls like kind of midway. You know, it's like a little bit halfway. If I just do a quick like half frame, you can see I like start to move a little bit, I don't move all the way. And the reason for that is the lerp. And the only reason that the lerp is important is that if like I put the thing down, it's going to lerp to its new position, right? And then it doesn't fall until it reaches that new position. So it hits the next layer, and then it stops, and then it falls again. And I don't know why I put it that way. I just thought, you know, this will be good. And yeah, it kind of was. It worked out. 1 hour and 12 minutes and 15 seconds. We're almost there, guys. I'm doing 1 minute for every day of development. What else did I do? Oh, right. Secrets. This is the thing that I've been trying to get people to pay attention to for the last hour and a half. Secretly, subtly. Hour and 10 minutes. It's Opto. And Opto, as you can see, has a camera controller. What is that? And his movement is tied to that. Let me just put Opto in the editor as an object just in the top left corner. Oh god, instances. Yeah. Okay, so I put that in there, and I hit play, and we'll see what happens. Just want to make sure that I have this. Yes, yes, sir. Okay, so what's gonna happen when I hit create? What is this? Why am I all zoomed in? I don't understand this. But there's Opto, top left corner, right where we put him. And if I hit play, we can't really see anything. It must be broken. I wanted to show off one more thing in hell. Yes. This is Opto's world. He is this turtle. So Opto is this turtle, and he sees the world in first person. Jump, walk through walls right now because I haven't finished programming it at all. Do not concern yourself with anything like the facts that he's walking through. I just wanted to show you guys what first person HopDodge would look like theoretically, and this is it. In order to see some of these stuffs, you have to be clever, but thankfully these balls aren't on the same layer. So the camera's like one block higher, and you're supposed to like look around. Probably use this to find out what's up. Yeah, I just thought it'd be cool. I'm gonna have to make it so that like when you're in Opto mode, things appear as if they're billboarded to you. was like, oh, this is neat, but I know I can do this really quickly. I just don't want to rush it. I want to make sure that there's like a reason to have opto, and that the controls are not weird. For example, why does he turn like 180? And why does he not turn at all? Like if I turn this way, why doesn't he turn? He's always facing the same direction. It's not great. I really want to make sure to do opto justice. Also, for some reason, the controls think that I have to make all the characters have different controls for the camera based off of like what character I'm using at that moment, what the default camera is, because I have one for when it's paused, one for when there's a camera object active, and then a bunch of other ones. So I really want to make sure that like I have the same rules so things work out. Also, how did I get there? I literally got to the checkpoint by accident. That's funny. Also, a little weird because but whatever. You know, the cool thing is that it works, and the other cool thing is that it's going to be in the game like in a week. Like optimization. And part of the thing that I wanted to show off, by the way, like in the last 8 hours, is something I did. Was I made the game run faster. So like this is the Steam version that's up there. And then if I hit play and then I load up, say, Story 2, Water Tornado, you can watch the frame rate. It's really laggy. It takes a while to propagate the blocks. But once it's done, 45 FPS. But if I go over here and then I load Water Tornado, even in first person mode, not that it really matters, but whatever. Once it loads, I'm solid, you know? I have a 60 FPS average. It's like 58 FPS. But that's like a 10 to 25% performance increase, I would say. 10 frames out of 60, that's like 12. But yeah, I mean, or it's 15 frames, 20 frames maybe, depending. But yeah, I thought it was cool to have a first-person mode. I also thought that it would be funny to have the optimization update part of the Opto release, because this guy is Opto the Turtle. And optimization, optomization. Yeah. Yes, you see? It's funny. And Opto comes from right here in the name. Opto. And that means that there's like a bunch more anagram names I could make. Assuming I don't make DGE, which is like, I don't know, a bird or something. Odge. Op and Odge. Op and Odge would be weird with Opto being a name, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Op, but I might do Hope, God, and just the D of Despair. Oh wait, I did. Anyways, well, I think that's enough stuff for today. We got 55 seconds left before I can hit pause and say that's been 4 months, everybody. Because it's like 30 days, 31 days of the started the 15th, 14th plus 3, that's 3 days, but that's February, so February it evens out. But yeah, so this is like the two different perspectives right now. We got Opto down here on the back plane of the world, and then we have Dodge, who's like all the way at the top of the world, and he has to fall into this like water tornado. I was originally going to make this into a really cool level, but I thought it'd be a good transition, and then I didn't have anything to do with it, so I basically just kept it for the optimization to show off like the difference in performance. One of the things that makes the water so technical is that it has an animation, and in this version you can see that the animation takes a very long time, but in this animation it takes very little time. So it's funny that it does that. It do be like that. I don't even cache the texture calls right now, so this could even be faster. I'm sure this 5 or 6 FPS is from having to get a different texture for every single block. Or wait, no, trying to get a different texture for every frame for every single type of block. So that's 6 frame calls for sprite textures. I mean, like, that's probably nothing. That is realistically very little, but it might be 1 or 2 frames of optimization, and then other than that, it's probably just the iterating through all the blocks, and I can minimize that by making my collisions into a hash map. So I have a hash map of all the block locations, and then I can use that for collision 3D, and I don't have to say like, oh, this block is type 1, and then I'm using like a character. So it could be like 250 different types of blocks. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to store the instance ID, which is a few bytes more, so it's going to be a slightly higher memory imprint, but like 2 bytes, that's like only a few kilobytes in the memory, if we're being realistic. Maybe a megabyte if I have a lot of blocks. Like 1,000,000 blocks, that would be a megabyte. Or more than a megabyte. It would be like 3 or 4. But if I only have what right now I limit it to 3,200. I went over it. It's 121.